Hello and welcome. I'm Nicole from Flow into Nature. Today we have the fourth class in our self-care series. And today's all about finding balance. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. Sit up nice and tall and close down your eyes. Take 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. With your eyes still closed, we'll go ahead and find an even inhale and exhale. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose as well. So inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your inhale, feel your belly expanding. And on your exhale, pull your belly button to your spine. Let all the air go. I'll let you take a few more breaths on your own. One more breath. Feel your belly expand as much as possible. Fill it all the way up. Exhale, release all the air. Pull your belly button into your spine. When you're ready, blink open your eyes, finding a tall seat once again. This time we're going to come into a seated cat-cow. So begin to reach your heart forward. You can use your hands on your knees to help pull your heart forward. And then round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, coming into a cat like. I'll sit sideways so you can see the movement. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach forward. Maybe you begin to look up, stretching into the throat. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, almost like you're being punched in the belly, really finding that rounding, the U shape. A few more on your own. When you're ready, we'll begin to take some circles, reaching your heart forward, to the left, to the back right. Big circles. I like to inhale as I go forward and exhale as I round back. 2 more going this direction. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. We'll try to keep that even breaths, even inhales and exhales throughout class as we focus on our balance. And they'll help us keep our concentration, keeping our balance. All right, and when you're ready, We'll bring our palms to the mat, tuck your toes, finding a downward facing dog. Hands and feet are both shoulder width in distance. Really press your palms into the mat. If you'd like to, you can walk your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Reaching your hips, your sit bones up towards the sky. Finding length. And looking back at your knees, or maybe even your belly button. Begin to find stillness. Maybe come onto your tippy toes, and then really reach your hips up towards the sky, finding a nice straight spine. And begin to sink your heels towards the earth as you keep your hips up towards the sky. We'll take 3 big breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, I invite you to take that. That means we'll inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose with a slight constriction in the throat. Almost like you're trying to fog a mirror. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold, bend into the knees as much as you need to. You can grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Dropping your chin to your chest and bringing all your weight into your toes. Like to roll out the neck. Are you shaking it? No and yes. Anything that feels good to you. This is your practice, and I'm just offering suggestions. If you'd like to, you can bring your hands behind your back, clasping your hands and pulling your palms towards the front of the mat, opening into the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Bring your palms back to the mat. Toe heel your feet to touch. Bend into the knees and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, we'll just keep on going, reaching your arms, heart, and eyes towards the sky. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We'll take a moment to set an intention for class. Close down your eyes. How do you want to feel by the end of the day? How do you want to feel by the end of class? If you're not sure, I offer the intention of balance. Feeling balanced physically in your body, feeling balanced in your mind, balanced in your energies. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Blink open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. This time we're going to clasp our hands, releasing just the pointer fingers. Reach all the way up, finding length all in the arms and the wrists, even in your fingers. Weight is in your heels. Pull up on the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, point towards the right. Drop your hips towards the left. And find the length here. We don't want to be collapsing. We want to really find Length reaching into the side body. Breathing into the left side. Inhale back to center. Reach up once again. Exhale, point towards the left, hips out towards the right. Inhale back to center. Release your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins or to your thighs. Finding a long spine here. Look straight down in front of you and bring your weight into the heels. Release, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift once again. Straighten your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank. Shoulders are over the wrists. You're really reaching into your toes, reaching forward. Squeeze everything in towards the center. Tuck your tailbone. And find that even inhale and exhale breath. If you need to, you can come onto your knees. Just 2 more breaths here. You're doing great. Noticing your breath. Can you control it and keep it even? Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend into the elbows, tucking your elbows into the side body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Plant your hands into the earth. Reach your heart up high. Look straight in front of you. Wonderful. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Reach your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll flow that one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Hands, heart, eyes towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers, releasing just the pointer fingers. Exhale, point towards the right, hips towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, point towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Release your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, finding a straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. Catch your breath here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Press your palms into the mat to really reach up and out of the ground, finding length. Reach your hips up towards the sky and look at your knees. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Your next inhale, reach your right leg high. All 5 toes are pointing towards the ground. Flex your foot. Inhale, can you reach your heel a little bit higher? Exhale, bring your foot all the way through, coming into a low lunge. Plant your left knee onto the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let your hips sink. Today we're really working on finding balance, so if you can, I challenge you to keep your arms up. But if you need more balance, you can place your hands onto your knee or even onto the ground. That's always accepted and great. Or you can always bring your hands to heart center if this is along your shoulders. We'll be here for a couple of breaths to open up, warm up, really sinking our hips down and forward. You can either have your toes tucked or you can have your toes down, whatever feels good to you. Just a couple more breaths here. Your heart is over your hips. And what's really going to help us with our balance in these postures is squeezing our inner thighs towards each other, being fully engaged. Okay, so you can either keep your arms up or you can bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, finding a tall spine. And on the exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg, digging the heel into the ground, coming into a half splits. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bringing your chin to your shin. Looking forward, squeeze everything in towards the center. Again, if you need to, you can bring your hands to the mat. But I encourage you to challenge your balance. It's okay if you fall out of it. That's part of the fun. We're not always perfect, but we get to keep trying again and again. There is no failing, only learning. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back up. Bend into your knee, back to your low lunge. Now we're going to tuck those back toes. Come up to a high lunge, okay? Your knee is still over your ankle, pressing into the back foot. Heart over the hips. If you need to, you can bend into that back knee as much as you need to. Hands can come to heart center. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, finding your balance. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, airplane arms. Bring your arms behind you and your heart just above your knee. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You're one big long line from your toes to your head. Can you come back to that even inhale and exhale? Inhale, high lunge once again. Exhale, step your back foot in. We're going to come into a warrior one. So the back foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle. Your front foot, you might need to take it out a little bit further towards the edge of your mat to be comfortable. It's going to be facing front forward. And bend into the front knee as you lengthen and straighten the back leg. Pull your left hip forward to try to get both hips facing the front of the mat. Arms can be reaching up or hands at heart center. Find your breath here. Even inhales and exhales. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back, preparing for a humble warrior. Inhale, look up, reach your heart up. On the exhale, bring your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. And then we're going to twist your left hip forward. So both hips are still facing towards the front. When you're ready, drop your chin to your chest. It's a bit of a balance challenge, but that's okay because we're great at challenges. We're great at balancing. We just keep going for it and we do our best. Really focus on finding those even inhales and exhales. Your next inhale, coming all the way back up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. We're gonna bring that front foot to the center of the mat. And maybe you might have to take a step back with your back foot, paralleling it to the edge of your mat. Reach your arms forward, bend into that front knee. Both hips are now facing the side of the mat. Sinking into it and pressing into the knife edge of both feet. Inhale, reverse warrior, little to no weight in the back hand. Find a nice stretch on the side body. You can look up or down. And exhale, both hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. If you'd like to, you can always take another posture. That might feel more calming to you. On your next breath, on your next inhale, reach the left foot high, all 5 toes pointing towards the ground. Flex your foot. Inhale, reach your heel a little higher. Exhale, come all the way through to a low lunge. Plant your right knee onto the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, begin to sink your hips down and forward. Squeeze your inner thighs together to help with balance. And again, if you need to, you can always bring your hands to the mat, to your knee, whatever is going to feel best in your body. You can tuck your back toes or keep them pointed behind you. And as you breathe, maybe you're softening and opening up, able to sink your hips a little deeper. For this next part, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, straighten your leg, press your heel into the mat, pull it towards you, and bring your chin towards your shin. Ooh, losing my balance on this side, and that's okay. Looking at your big toe. And really sitting back up, bend into that right or that left knee once again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, high lunge. Your knee is over your ankle. pressing a lot into your right toes. You can bend into that knee if you need to. Make sure to tuck your tailbone. Finding your balance by squeezing your thighs together. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring your hands behind you as you reach your heart forward, airplane arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your low core is engaged and lifted up off of your thigh. Inhale, reach up. High lunge. Exhale, step in your back leg, preparing for warrior one. So that back foot is at a 45-degree angle, where front foot is still facing forward. If you need to, you can step your left foot out to create space so that you can square both hips towards the front of the mat. Still bending into that right knee, so the knee is aligned over the ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up, and find your even breath here. Again, you can always bring your hands to heart center if that's more comfortable to you. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Now we're gonna square the hips by pushing into that right heel and pulling the right hip forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. And find your even breath. I know it might be hard, but just focus on it. Even if it's not exactly even, by focusing on it, you can only get better. Inhale, come all the way back up. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. So you might need to step your left foot over, coming to the center of the mat, looking forward. Step your right foot back foot parallel to the edge of the mat. Bend into that front knee, and both hips are facing the side of the mat. Reach your arms out and strong in opposition. And sink your hips down. Just a couple of breaths here. Inhale, reaching up and back, reverse warrior, little to no weight on that back hand. Doing a nice side body stretch. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 big breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more just like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. We'll take a nice forward fold here. Bring your hands underneath your heels. Bend into the knees as much as you need to. You can create space by stepping your feet out about hips width and distance if you need to. Really bend into the knees as much as you need. And if you can, try to wrap your shins behind your forearms behind your shins. Some days words are harder than others, but that's okay. Okay, so this is taking a little bit of balance here too. Shifting your weight into your toes. Maybe you're tucking your chin to your chest. Reaching everything forward. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Release your hands from underneath your heels. Toe heel your feet to touch. Bend into the knees and we'll come all the way up to standing. All right, now we're going to really focus on our balance once again. We'll start with a tree pose. Bring both of your feet about hips width and distance, middle toes pointing forward. We'll start with the right foot, so shift your weight into the left foot and bring your right foot up off the mat. You can either place it on the inside of your shin or up on your thigh, but whatever you do, you really don't want to place your foot on your knee because we don't want to cause any knee problems, okay? So whatever feels good to you. Today, I'll bring my foot onto my shin or my ankle and find your balance in tree pose. Find one point of focus and concentrate your breath. It really helps to fully engage your glutes and press your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. It sounds weird, but just try it and it helps a lot. Maybe bring your hands to your heart or bring them up towards the sky. Beautiful. Okay, if you need to, you can shake out your legs. Otherwise, we'll keep going. We're going to come into a figure four. So we'll bring that right foot up and over the left. Bring your hands to heart center and sink your hips back, coming into a chair pose. Flex your right foot. If you'd like to, you want a little bit more, you can always press onto your right knee, but just very gently to open up a little bit more into that right hip. Find your point of focus and come back to that even inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Again, if you'd like to, you can shake it out, or if you want to keep challenging that balance, we're going to go into eagle pose, okay? So first, we'll bring that right hand underneath the left and bring your palms to touch if you can. If this feels like too much, you can always grab opposite shoulders. Okay, then we'll stand up, bring that right knee, wrap it all the way around the left. Squeeze everything in towards the center. Bring your elbows up to your shoulders and bring your palms towards the front of the mat. Squeeze everything in. Find your point of focus. And your even inhale and exhale. If you fall out, that's okay. I'm shaking today too. And beautiful. Okay, now we're going to come to a one-legged mountain with eagle arms. Keep your legs flexed. Send your foot back, coming into a warrior three with eagle arms. Straighten your foot, all 5 toes pointing towards the ground. You want to make a giant T shape with your body. For 3, 2, 1, and release. everything out, shake it out. You did a great job. Whether you shook it out in between every single one or you stayed in balance the whole time, you're doing great, you're strong, you're wonderful. And when you're ready, we'll take it onto the other side. Okay, we're gonna start once again with tree pose. So first, find your balance on both feet. Middle toe pointing center, pointing forward. And then decide where you wanna put your left foot. So either on your shin or up on your thigh. This foot is feeling better today, so I will balance on my thigh. Find your point of focus. And then find where you'd like to place your hands. Maybe you grow your branches. Maybe you take a different variation. Finding your breath. Can you feel calm while finding your balance? Do you feel the wobble going right and left? Or have you found your place of center? Okay, so now you can either shake it out or come into your figure four, bringing your hands to heart, bringing that left foot up and over, placing it on your right thigh, and sink your hips back. Make sure to flex that left foot to protect your knee. If you'd like to, you can even open up a little bit more to get more stretch on your left hip. Find your point of focus and even out your breath. Wonderful. Now we'll come into that eagle pose. This side, we'll cross that left leg over first, and then we'll bring the left arm underneath the right. Again, you can always cross your arms if you need to. Pull your elbows up to your shoulders and press your palms away. Can you sit your hips back and squeeze everything in towards the center? One more breath here. Releasing the legs, coming into a one-legged mountain, flexing our left foot. Now we're going to come to a warrior three. Send your left foot back, bringing your heart forward, all 5 toes pointing towards the earth. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Shake it all out. Feels good. You're so strong. Finding that balance in your life, in your body, in your mind. You're doing great. Okay, now we're gonna take a nice forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward with a straight spine. You can bend into the knees as much as you need. Go ahead and just let everything go. Any worry that you have is just rolling off your back and onto the mat. And when you're ready, go ahead and just sit on down. Bring your feet out in front of you and lay onto your backs. We'll take a bridge pose here. So feet are hips width and distance. Make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Okay, ready? Inhale. On the exhale, press your feet into the mat and begin to lift your hips up towards the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and reach your heart towards the front of the mat. Slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time, Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Bend your elbows, placing both arms onto the mat. And we'll drop our legs towards the left, coming into a gentle supine twist. You can either look at the sky right in front of you, or you can drop your chin to the right. And on your exhales, feel your shoulders melting into the earth. Bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a nice little hug, rocking side to side. Then cactus your arms once again. Drop your knees towards the right. And choose whether you'd like to look up at the sky or drop your chin towards the left. Close down your eyes if you would like. And release. Just let go. Bring your knees back to your heart. Give yourself a nice big hug. And we'll bring our legs straight up. And just take a few breaths here. This is one of my favorite postures, legs up the wall. Bend it to the knees if you need to. Just letting your blood recirculate. If you'd like to, you can point and flex your feet. Or you can just hang out in stillness. I bent my knees today. Wonderful. Bring your knees in for a nice little hug. Preparing for happy baby. You can grab under your thighs, your shins, or the bottoms of your feet. Press your low spine into the mat. And if you'd like to, you can rock side to side. If you're feeling like it, you can take happy baby noises by fluttering your lips. Or maybe you'd like to straighten one leg or the other. Just noticing what feels good to you. Bring your knees back to your heart for a nice big hug. This time we'll wrap our arms around the shins. Bring your nose to your knees. Come into a nice small ball. Squeeze everything in towards the center. And we'll take one big inhale, the biggest inhale of the day. Squeeze every single muscle in your body. Inhale a little bit more. More. One last little inhale. Exhale, let it go. Straighten your legs, straighten your arms, palms face up. Coming into Shavasana. There's nothing left to do except find stillness in your body and your mind. I'll let you know when it's time. Begin to take 3 big breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Drop your chin side to side, whatever else you need to do to wake up your body. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Use one arm as a pillow. Roll onto your favorite side. I always like to take a moment to give gratitude and thanks to Mother Earth for all that she produces. If there's anything else you would like to give gratitude or an intention you would like to set, I offer you to do that now. And when you're ready, we'll find a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall, we'll take a community breath to close out class. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Big exhale, let it go. Bring your hands to your third eye center. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Enlightenment, thank you so much for flowing with me. Once again, I'm Nicole from Flow into Nature. I hope you enjoyed this class and found a little bit of balance. You can see it sometimes takes a lot of work to find that balance, but hopefully once you find the balance, you feel really strong, it feels really good, and hopefully it feels like you can stay there for a while. Sometimes it feels like a lot of work to find balance, but I think that ultimately it makes you stronger, and so good luck on finding your balance. Thanks. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.